Tributes are pouring in for the President General of Ohaneze Chief Emmanuel Iwuanyanwu, who has died at 82. Iwuanyanwu died on Thursday after a brief illness. He was President General of the Igbo socio-cultural group Ohaneze Worldwide and the President of Owerri People's Assembly. He was a politician and businessman, considered one of the richest Igbo men in the country. President Tinubu praised Iwuanyanwu's remarkable legacy, saying he will always be remembered for his contributions. Before his death, Iwuanyanwu held a very strong belief in restructuring Nigeria. He believed that restructuring will not only end insecurity in the southeast, but will put an end to the demands for secession. Now, here's a clip of his last interview on Arise News.
I am terribly worried about what is happening in the southeast today, in Igbo land today. I was many years ago a young man, and as a young man, I identified myself very well with all the hopes, all the aspirations of our people. I know that our people started in Igbo land from a very humble beginning. For example, in 1914, when Lugard migrated Nigeria, Igbos didn't have even any secondary school. But by 1960, when we had independence, Igbos have attained exalted height in education. Igbos have attained exalted height in business, in bureaucracy. We have achieved a lot. Our forebears have worked very hard to build a very formidable Igbo who are respected in Nigeria. But unfortunately, what I'm seeing today is incredible. Yes, I'm aware that some Igbo young people, like young people in other tribes in Nigeria, feel they are not quite satisfied with how things are going. I think Nnamdi Kanu is part of people who have felt unsatisfied. But that doesn't entail going to kill or going to set up an army or plan to kill anybody. We live in a country, Nigeria, and there is a constitution in Nigeria. And anything anybody wants to get from any civilized society must be done through a constitutional process. In my own opinion, part of the problem Nigeria have today, and which I think Tinubu must do everything to sort out, is this restructuring of this country. If you remember, it was a major problem in independence until the various ethnic nationalities came together, went to a London conference, I think it was in Lancaster House. They came back with a constitution which we had in 1960 and also revised in 1963. That constitution was very good for us. That constitution was an independent constitution. That constitution gave every region, 3 regions we had that time, Northern region, Eastern region, and Western region. Later on, Midwest was created. Everyone had the authority, had the power to develop at its own pace. What messed up everything was actually the Civil War that messed up everything. Right. So the truth about it is that this constitution requires to be amended. And because of this constitution has not been amended, that's why these people are all making demands.
Well, for more on Chief Iwuanyanwu's passing and other issues pertaining to the Southeast, I'm joined now by His Royal Majesty Samuel Ikechukwu Asadu, who is the chairman of the Southeast Traditional Rulers Council and the chairman of the Enugu State Traditional Rulers Council. Thank you so much, Eze Beriko. You know, like we say in the Southeast, Dikana, you could say that, you know, concerning the passing of Chief Emmanuel Iwuanyanwu, President General of Ohaneze Worldwide. First, your thoughts on his passing and what his death means, not just for the Southeast, but for Nigeria.
Thank you so much for that question. I'm filled with shock and awe to hear the death of our dear father, our uncle, our brother, our son, Chief Emmanuel Iwuanyanwu MFR. He was an icon. You can see from the last interview he had with you guys, he's an industrialist, a sports lover, a sports enthusiast, an engineer. He went to school in the University of Nigeria, the best university in Nigeria. He never played with the university because that's where I'm from. Right. So he always made a lot of contributions, had a lot of beauties built in the University of Nigeria. So we miss him as a father, as a role model, as a mentor. He was all that. He was a game changer in his generation, and of course with his champion newspapers, and he liked the press, of course. That's why he's with the champion newspapers. And again, he's been a sports enthusiast. Iwuanyanwu national. Yeah. He was international. They were winning laurels and winning awards and winning medals and winning cups, as the case may be. So as a politician, he ventured into presidency, tried to do that, but he didn't have his way. An investor, of course, he all aspects of Nigerian economy. He's now he died as the president of Ohanaeze. That's an apex organization of all the Igbos both in diaspora and home. So we love him and we miss him, and I wish the family will find a way to bear the loss with peace, and then with the nation will be able to. We lost an icon.
Absolutely. I had to sit down with him in that interview that we just played, and when the issue of restructuring came up, you could see the passion in his eyes, not to talk of the issue around Nnamdi Kanu and secessionist tendencies in the southeast. The issue of restructuring, do you think Iwuanyanwu may have died a happy man? Because not much is gone in the direction in terms of discussions or the conversations around restructuring right now.
Oh, thank you for that question. Those are Iwuanyanwu had momentum, so whatever he had, speed times velocity. So he had he has a vision. Those vision are, coincidentally yesterday or the day before yesterday, the president of the country, which is His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, signed into law this Southeast Commission, which has been missing in action for a long time, which is what he's talking about. So we're moving forward with that. So these are things that happen in the spirits, just like he knows he's going to pass away. So yesterday you can see Ben and his team, Benjamin Kano's team, working hard with the other senators, with the president of the country. Amazing. So I was able to hear the president talk about it. I issued a communique thanking him for that. I went to Benjamin Kano, this deputy speaker, to thank him for that yesterday. So I'm happy on behalf of the traditional rulers in the southeast to say we're pleased with the effort of the legislature, our governors. They had a meeting not up to 3 weeks ago in Enugu, where our governor, the governor that gave me the platform to Peter Mba is a nice guy. He put me on the straight to do that, so I thank him for that. And then again, they had a meeting and they had a communique. Before then, the traditional rulers of my own side, we had an issue, and we're backing up each other. Now,
speaking of the Southeast Development Commission, Ohanaeze Ndigbo, who actually applauded the president for signing that into law. What do you think this commission will mean in terms of a game changer for the Southeast? Because there's a 3 R's, that came about after the Civil War, which Chief Iwuanyanwu referred to in that piece, during that interview. Reconstruction, reconciliation, and rehabilitation. Some are saying this will bring about those 3 R's. Do you believe so?
It's a game changer. The law is a game changer because we have areas to learn from. The NDCC, and then NDDC, and then the Northwest Commission. They already existing. So we learn from their...
That's the Northeast Development Commission.
So we have areas to learn from their mistakes, from their successes. So this Southeast will be a game changer because we've practiced it, and the city is working in the South. It's working in the North area. So I'm glad he was able. The president was gracious enough to grant us our wish. So whatever stage we're on, reconstruction or reconciliation or rehabilitation, we'll continue from there. Like I said, if we unite together and focus on that, there are a lot of population for the youths. Of course, they are leaders of tomorrow. We have a lot of youths in the eastern region that need some, some encouragement. So we need to encourage them, and then we need to dialogue with them. So the commission will be, if well structured, the people, the donor agencies will be interested, because Nigerians are very smart.
What are your expectations? What do you think needs to be in place for the Southeast Development Commission to succeed?
Structure.
And to deliver on the promise?
Yeah, structure. integrity of the people that are in the structure.
Right.
So they get all aspects of the life and put them together and let them work together and let them work with the structure, with the constitution of and then in consonance with the mind and aspirations of the president, things will work out fine. And again, we put a room for continuity. Because this world is so temporal, so people stay on, and then so you get the youths involved in that. Right. So we don't just neglect the youths because they're youths. So I'm really wanting them to put the veterans and the youths, people that are there, and again our servicemen. Right. So those people that have experiences in getting this, like I said, Nigerians are very smart. All the records in the world, we break them. Our children are even doing better than what we're doing.
Absolutely.
So we have no fear that it's going to add value. So that commissioner was going to add value to the life and property we have over there in the Southeast region. It's going to bring unity again because we'll have other donor agencies helping interfacing. A lot of our people living overseas in diaspora are engaged in just
you are diaspora yourself.
Yes, I'm a diaspora. So I always thank my governor for giving me a chance to come from diaspora because it's really hard when you leave this country. They think you've left for good. Yeah. And it's not good for somebody to stay in somebody's country over 30 years without coming back. Now,
you had this face-to-face with the President Bola Tinubu today.
Yes, ma'am.
Alongside other traditional rulers. Yes. What was the outcome of that meeting? What did you have in mind going in there? Did you come out satisfied with the outcome?
Thank you so much. Of course, anybody who sees the President of Nigeria is always happy. So we're happy. This was my first time going to Asadu. It was a no-brainer. So I love that, and I love he gave us time. His Federal Executive Council were there. Ministers were there. The MD of NNPC were there. They gave us report. The budget minister was there. The finance minister was there. So he had time. He was laughing, clapping, embracing us because we're royal fathers. And we had a meeting on Monday to talk about what we're going to tell the president because of the state of the nation.
What case did you bring before the president?
Yeah, we had a 9-point agenda. I couldn't recite all the 9 points, but I know
the key ones.
Two of them, the key ones I talked about. Youth engagement. I was the one that sponsored that. So I said I wanted the youth to be engaged, to be interfaced, because the youths are the leaders of tomorrow, and we need to show them. We need to show them we care. We need to show them we love them. We need to show them we encourage them. It will not be business as usual. It's business unusual. Sometimes you just find out what they need. For me, I had a prototype. I had in my own community, my little community, and that's why I became the king, because I was able to. I didn't ask what they would do for me. I did for them.
Right.
And then he gave me the water was there. That.
Come August 1 to 10, the some aggrieved Nigerians, mostly youths, are saying end to bad governance. They're going to protest. What are your expectations? What are you saying to the Nigerian youth? I mean, did you have that conversation with the president? What is your position on the issue of these protests of Nigerian youths being planned?
Well, thank you so much for that question. That question is in everybody's lips, every Nigerian lips now. So I told them, negotiate, calm down. It's easy to destroy than to build. It took us these times to do this. I know some other countries or some other people are doing that, but now the president has things to do. He gave the minimum wage a nod, 70,000 naira. It never happened. Over 100% increase. He gave the student loan. So those are buffers, and he gives palliatives. Of course, we see that.
As a traditional ruler, did you get any palliatives to distribute to your domain?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I did that. Even though our councillors, those ones are, because I personally myself, I give palliatives myself from my pocket. So I have a food bank where people come to eat in my palace. And my community is usually especially unique, because of the way I took care of it. God assessed me to do that with my family, so I'm lucky on that. So I don't have any. Actually, they know I'm a giver, and I give, so that they don't. But I'm talking to the youth to be able to calm down and then take it easy, and see this country as the only country we have. We need to breed Nigeria, eat Nigeria, talk Nigeria. The leaders of the committee, our visit to the president today was led by the eminence Sultan of Sokoto and then his Imperial Majesty Ooni of Ife.
Yeah.
They were very scholastic. They said it all. So the president didn't have any choice but to embrace our willingness to work with him. He told him we're loyal, whatever he wants us to do, but let everybody remember, let the record report that.
We'll have to leave it here. Eze Biriko, His Royal Majesty Samuel Ikechukwu Asadu, Chairman Southeast Traditional Rulers Council. Thank you so much for joining us on Newsnight.
Thank you so much.